The upcoming heavyweight title fight between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic at UFC 309 is set to be one of the most anticipated bouts of the year. With both fighters at the pinnacle of their careers and widely regarded as two of the best heavyweights in UFC history, the stakes for this fight could not be higher. For fans and analysts alike, the allure lies not only in who will emerge victorious, but also in the looming question of whether this fight will be the swan song for both Jones and Miocic, who are rumored to be contemplating retirement afterward. As they prepare to clash in what could be the defining moment of their storied careers, the fight has captured the imaginations of UFC fans around the world. Jon Jones' potential farewell. Coach Brandon Gibson speaks out. Jones' coach, Brandon Gibson, recently shared his perspective on the fight, hinting that this could be the final chapter of Jones' legendary career. Although Jones' skill set and physical condition remain at an elite level, Gibson explained that he's approaching UFC 309 as though this may be Jones' last fight, adding a layer of emotional significance to an already high-stakes event. I think physically and mentally, Jon could go in there and have 5 or 6 more great performances, Gibson said, praising Jones' durability and skill. There's nothing left for Jon to prove. I think he really wants this fight with Stipe. I think this fight will help solidify Jon's status as that great heavyweight champion, but it's not something we talk about every night at the gym. With an air of nostalgia, Gibson described his approach to each training session as though it's Jones' last, stating, "I'm giving it my all." For Jones, who holds an astonishing record and has defeated some of the toughest opponents in the UFC, a win over Miocic would only further cement his status as one of the greatest fighters in mixed martial arts history. But for fans who have followed his journey since his debut over a decade ago, the thought of him hanging up his gloves adds an emotional layer to the fight. Jones has, after all, been a central figure in the sport, breaking records and setting new standards. For those who have watched his meteoric rise, this fight represents not just a battle for the title, but also a celebration of Jones' impact on MMA. The legacy of Stipe Miocic, a veteran's last stand. As for Stipe Miocic, the former heavyweight champion and widely regarded baddest man on the planet, this fight represents an opportunity for redemption and a chance to reclaim his place atop the heavyweight division. Miocic, who has a reputation as one of the most resilient fighters in the sport, has faced tough battles against some of the biggest names in UFC history. However, he has been vocal about the toll that fighting has taken on him, leading fans to speculate that he, too, may consider retirement after this bout. For Miocic, who works as a firefighter in addition to his fighting career, the desire to leave the sport on a high note is understandable. As one of the most successful heavyweights of all time, he has nothing left to prove. However, a victory over Jon Jones would be a crowning achievement, giving him one last moment in the spotlight before potentially stepping away from the Octagon for good. The weight of legacy, a look at what's at stake. This fight not only holds significance in terms of titles, but also carries tremendous weight for the legacies of both fighters. Jones and Miocic are both on the short list of greatest fighters of all time in the heavyweight division. If this is indeed the last fight for one or both of them, a win would serve as a capstone to their careers, solidifying their place in the annals of UFC history. Jones' legacy has long been cemented through his incredible record, which includes wins over elite fighters across multiple weight classes. His transition to heavyweight was seen as the final test for his career, and his success in this division has only added to his reputation as one of the sport's all-time greats. Meanwhile, Miocic's legacy has been defined by his resilience and his ability to defeat opponents in grueling battles, cementing his status as one of the toughest competitors in the sport's history.